Good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Serena. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Joanne.
Mm, Good morning, Dan.
I wasn't sure if today was still a holiday.
Is it supposed to be?
I don't know. I thought I heard some people say
Hmm.
that they were closed for today. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know Friday was a holiday.
Oh, yeah.
So technically today is Orthodox Easter Monday, Patriots Day, San Jacinto Day. It's also the day of the Boston Marathon. But people observe today as Easter Monday, the day after Easter. I don't know.
There was no traffic today.
Probably a good thing, if you're working, you're working. If you're not, you're not.
Don't know. I think some
Oh,
people are treating it as an extended holiday.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
so. Not me.
I don't take holidays usually. I gotta work. I got things to do.
That is a lie.
Got things to do. Got things to do. Look at all these damn autopilots today. There's more than usual.
Mine turns on randomly. I don't know how to turn that stuff off.
I just wish we can get rid. I wish I could just block it completely.
I want to as well.
I
The
think you
the
can.
autopilots that show up aren't even people that are with us anymore.
You can decline them.
Yeah, I've conduct decline on my end, but they still show up every single day. I might change the link to this call and like flush them out. We'll do that. So. Well, good morning. Let's hear some wins. Just us girls this morning.
Girls. My friend who I was talking about on Friday, military, was going to be going into school.
Yeah.
We had a conversation. She asked me to send her some property management companies because she was looking to rent. But we have we have an appointment with my lender later on today to look at rent buy scenarios. So you're talking about what was it? Like not talking people off the ledge, or I don't know what like the exact words were, but yeah, I did something good this weekend.
You talked them off the fence.
Off the fence.
I mean, off the ledge works too. Don't jump into renting. It works. It works. I love it. Good job, Abby. So is Coastline the team you're on? Is it a group or
Mhm.
a brokerage? Are you with Keller Williams La
We're
Jolla?
under W La Jolla. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you guys have your own building. I just saw the picture. And is
Mhm.
Gracie on your team too?
No.
Oh,
Yeah. But we are under KW. We just opened the office a couple months ago.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
I saw the picture on Instagram real quick, and I could have swore I saw Gracie on the far right, but maybe just some.
Nope, I'm not on a team.
No, you don't need to be because you're a rock star. Not that Abby doesn't need to be, but just saying. You guys are awesome. You're on my team, just so you know.
Well, speaking of rock stars, you guys calm yourselves down. Don't get too excited. But I put a deal under contract. It's a co-op for 49,000 in
Ooh.
your faces.
Ooh.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna make a song for you, and I'm gonna call you the co-op queen.
I please don't. Can we not perpetuate this?
You know what? It happens though. I love it. Small deals, big deals are all deals. It's just people. It's an opportunity
Exactly.
for you to connect with someone that's gonna refer you more business.
Well, and that is the truth because I did get a real house, like a whole real house for 225 last year from a co-op seller who's in nursing, and he was like, "Oh, my clients are moving into assisted living and their son's looking to sell the house," and it ended up being an actual deal. So,
Dang.
Proud of
My
you.
first listing that I ever had was a land listing out in the middle of nowhere in LA.
oh, I got one of those too. I get
I
all
think
the
I
weird
made,
shit, Fabi.
I think I made like $600 from it. I was stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. It's the small things. My first deal was a friend of my ex-girlfriend's friend, which is weird. It was my ex-girlfriend's best friend's boyfriend bought a house for me. It was my first deal. The second deal was a land deal. And the guy I was working under at the time had never done a land deal. So I had to pretty much figure it out myself. And since then, I've done countless land deals. I love them. So, and some of them are quite small.
Yeah.
I have a land listing right now that's been listed. I've been working on getting a seller, the buyers to get me an offer on. It's listed for $10,000 for 2 lots.
Wow.
And everyone's negotiating. Will you take 8,500? I'm like, yeah, maybe. Put an offer together. Like, well, let me know what the seller says first. I'm like, put an offer together because I'm not going to submit this bullshit text message as an offer. But people just want to haggle, which is good. Any other win celebration from the long weekend?
I got a couple. I had 3 open houses this week. While putting out my 20 signs illegally parked this weekend, I was putting out my signs and ran into a man. He's like, "Oh, I'm visiting my son from Minnesota, and I don't want to live there anymore. Um, um, I want to move to San Diego, and my budget's $1 million." And I'm like, "What's your timeline?" He's like, "I don't have one." I'm like, "Well, I think your timeline's before the winter." And he's like, "Okay." So we exchanged information. So yeah, so I'm gonna set that up, and then during my open houses, there was a swarm of bees outside my open house, and just trying to get this couple not to come in because they had a little baby, but they came in anyway, and might be a buy-sell situation. So I set up a buyer consult with them. That's for tomorrow. And then my other open houses got 2 more. So it was pretty productive. So
Joanne, do you have a Minnesota person that you work with?
yeah, I
Oh,
gotta
okay.
call him, set that up. Yeah.
I was
No,
gonna say, I
not
gotta-
yet. Not yet. I need to call him and set up the details because he had to go. But yeah, we exchanged info. I need to find
No,
out
I'm
what
saying an
city.
agent in Minnesota. If he said he needs
Not
to
yet.
sell.
Not yet. I gotta set it up. Yeah. I gotta find out what city. Do you know somebody?
Oh yeah, I got a great Minnesota person.
Okay, yeah, if it lines up, yeah, I'd like to know.
I'll message you their info.
Okay.
You're a Minnesotan?
Yeah, because we got a lot of those here.
Oh, we
Got a
do.
lot of them down here,
We do. We seem to collect them from the north.
right?
Them their here's. I was showing houses to a buyer out of Oklahoma this weekend. So U of A professor that's moving to Tucson, and interesting. So fingers crossed for all of your guys' movements. Big things coming, big changes. I love that. So as we move into the rest of this month, we're April 21st. I mean, this month seems to be flying by. I don't get it. It's time dilation at its best is when things seem to be flying by is when you don't know what's going on. And how much of your year have you wasted? Right? Where are you at with your goals, your actuals? How much time has gone by since the meeting, the class, the conference, the podcast that you heard that really great piece of advice from and you just haven't taken action yet? Anyone feel like there's something you just haven't done yet because you're waiting for the right time?
I
Or
think for me it's my other activities like prioritizing my health and working out and stuff that I've been slacking on.
okay, so that's part of it.
Also
That's
part of
your
it.
your personal goals, your professionals. I'm with you on there, Fabi. I am not physically where I want to be, and every day it seems to get further and further from that until we decide to start. Often people wait for things to be right, right? I need the whole staircase ahead of me before I can take the first step. But that's not how it works. Success in any endeavor is getting started. So many people never start. So many people want and desire and goal and plan and strategize and vision board and do all these hairy, fairy, cool stuff that never gets started. That's a sad thing. So when you start, it's messy. It's uncomfortable. You don't have the time. You don't know what you're doing. You're breaking your routine. But when you start, you separate yourself from others. You separate yourself from who you could have become. I love that, right? I could have gone one more day without doing lunges. I could have done one more day without doing my plank challenge. And it sounds silly, but if your goal is to better yourself in any endeavor, day one versus one day. If you don't hear that, day one versus one day. Write it down. Either today is day one or you're going to do it one day. Well, we know this is 3 months and 21 days into this year. There are things that we've decided to do one day. Well, what's it going to take those one day goals and make them day one goals today? Take the steps to do it today. I've coached agents that are like, I want to do my DTD too. I want to do a farming campaign. I want to do this. I want to do that. And my next question, when? Because goals without a timeline are just dreams. So we want to say, hey, when? When do we have day one? Where's the first step going to be? Because most people hesitate. They overthink. They wait for it to be perfect. They wait for the storm to be right. I got to find the right people, the right process, the right pictures. Everything's got to be perfect before I move forward. Well, let's take step one, and then we'll figure out step two when we're already elevated above everyone else. Because if 80% of people never start and you take that first step, are you not already 6 inches ahead? Or 7 inches, the average step height in the US, if you didn't know that. You're 7 inches ahead. Because you separate yourself the moment you move. If you move towards your goal, you move towards your actualization, you move towards the life that you want to have. You're one step ahead. Because imperfect action, messy action is better than perfect intention. Perfect planning. Anyone ever sat down and drawn up a beautiful plan for something and never did anything with it?
This morning I said 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. tempo training, perfect calendar. Woke up this morning and I was like,
Nope.
nope.
Yeah. So what kept you from starting?
I just was feeling tired from yesterday and I was like, if I come back, I'm going to be late for the call. And I decided to do this. But it's because I missed my morning, my perfect morning that I had lined up for myself.
What time did you go to bed?
I went to bed at 9, actually, pretty early.
Okay. Did you set your alarm early enough?
I did.
Okay. So your desire for what you want wasn't strong enough to override the comfort with you already had. That's a heavy thing, right? Because everything she just said, guys, is no one else's fault but her own. I chose this. She came up with a million excuses why not to. Why aren't we coming up with excuses why we should? Ooh, right? That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
We all have reasons not to do something. Do we have the reasons we should? Do we have the reasons we're going to? Getting starting is messy, right? But moving towards a goal is messy. I go to the gym, right? I haven't been in the gym in years. I work out at home and I haven't done that in a while. But I know when I start, I get sore. And I'm like, I'm gonna be sore. And I don't want to work out because I'm sore. But you want to know what happens when I don't work out for a while? I get sore. Wait a second. Why am I sore? I haven't worked out. Oh, you're sore because your body is decaying. You're sore because your body's no longer making the movements you're making to be strong. So either we're sore working towards a bigger goal, or we're sore not working towards a goal. If you're going to be suffering a consequence, and most of that time consequence, most of the consequence is time. Why wouldn't we want to suffer the consequence with a positive outcome? Well, I don't have time. You do have time. You're either going to waste the time on the couch watching Netflix or you're going to waste the time on a treadmill watching Netflix. One variable difference. I don't have time to go to the gym. Okay, great. Where else could you do 5 air squats and maybe a 30-second plank in the morning before the shower? You're going to be there anyways. You're going to be waiting for the water to warm up anyways. Because all of you don't like stepping into cold showers. I know. Maybe Chris. She's a little weird. She's got one of those human ice bath things in her garage.
No, that's the cold plunge when it's intentional. A shower, no, I need it hot. It's a mindset thing.
Yeah, my shower is Mordor. I am stepping into the fire god himself. Has to be it melts the day away physically. My wife's like, it's too hot. I'm the opposite. You ever see those things like preparing my shower with my wife and he puts his hand in boiling water? I'm like, no, mine's boiling water is too cold. Okay. But you got to think about things. Where in your day do you already have wasted time? You're going to waste time. There's a consequence there. It's time. You're going to stand around and do nothing, or you're going to do some air squats, or you're going to do a 30-minute call. This is one of the things. I'm actually investing in a stand-up desk with one of those walking treadmills underneath it. So when we do my morning calls, it's 30 minutes of walking in the morning right here, right? I'm spending 30 minutes with you guys anyways. I don't need to work my mouse and keyboards all that much. So there's consequences, right? Time to it. And the funny thing is when we take step 1, we've already got momentum forward. And how easy is it to take the second step, the third step, the fourth step? Next thing you know, you've been to the gym 5 days that week. It is really, really difficult for us to break patterns, habits, because we've been doing it, become automated. It becomes a plan. Like the day you break a habit, the day you break away from your automation, it's weird. The whole day seems off. I didn't get my mocha shoka bullshit this morning, and I feel weird. I didn't get my coffee, right? My wife and I were talking yesterday, and she's been actively breaking her habits. She loves her coffee. Anyone else? Coffee lovers? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a place you go every morning and get the same coffee every single day?
Yeah, my kitchen.
Yeah. Well, Jess used to go to Starbucks and Dutch Bros or Baskin Robbins, whatever it is, not Baskin Robbins. I go to Baskin Robbins for coffee. That'd be fantastic. No,
Dunkin' Donuts.
And I have her order for each store. Like I know what she gets at each store. Well, Sunday we're talking and she's made it a conscious plan to have coffee at home. I've bought her the most fancy coffee machines and stuff at home, and she does it at home. And she even said Sunday, she's like, I've been drinking coffee so much at home that when I get coffee elsewhere, I'm disappointed. It's not as good.
That's good.
Her habit has replaced, right? And it's a better habit for her. I don't know if it's cheaper. I'm not going to say it's cheaper because she spends a ton of money on that shit. But it's better for her. She likes it. It's in her house instead of going somewhere else. So it's changing the habit. And then she's done it so long now that if she goes back to her old patterns, she's disappointed. It's interesting, right? Because if we're waiting for things to work out naturally, we'll never change our habits. We are creatures of comfort. Guaranteed you do the same thing every morning within a few variations. You probably brush your teeth the same way. When you're in the shower, you probably put the soap on the same way. You start lathering in the same place. It's kind of funny. So tomorrow, switch it. I can tell you, I put my loofah, I put my soap on, and I go right here. That's the first place I rub. Get the soap going. So if I take it and I put the loofah in my left hand, I'll probably do the opposite side. But what it does is it starts to connect new neural pathways up here, which allow you to break habits. Put your left shoe on first. Guaranteed tomorrow you think about how you put your pants on, you put the same leg in first every time. Switch it up. You drive the same way to work. Switch it up. force yourself into new patterns so that you can break away from old ones. Because I want you just to take that first step. Because that first step turns into 2. And that energy allows you to refocus into 3, 4, 5. And all of a sudden, now we have a better habit. That's the goal here. Is just to create better habits. I am to the point where at 9 o'clock at night, I go to bed at 9 o'clock so frequently that 9 o'clock at night, I'm tired. My body's all, it's not nice. 8:30, my dog starts getting restless. Hey, you haven't taken me outside yet. It's time to go bed. And you always walk me before bed. So we create patterns around it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to get started. The beautiful thing, I started and I failed, is better than I never tried. So think about it. What's the one thing you've been putting off? The one activity, the one plan, the one thing in your life, the one thing that you want to do that's going to improve. And this is your challenge today, is from today forward. I want you to start a 66-day challenge. There's a form for it. Make it visual. Don't just do this through your own power of will. I want you to have it. Print it out. It's called a 66-day challenge. Print it out and then mark off the days you do the thing. And it can be as simple as I'm going to bed at 8:30. Or in the morning, I'm going to take 10 minutes to journal or 5 minutes to journal. It's something simple you can do every single day that'll help you break the bad habits. It's something you can do to improve one facet of your life. I did one that helped me change from drinking a ton of soda. I'm going to do it again. Is every night I would drink a thing of water. I have 32 ounces, right? If you guys didn't know, I am a Yeti-holic. I have so many of these. I have like 70 of them. I think Chris has seen my Yeti collection. Pretty incredible. But I do. It's 32 ounces. And I drink a little bit at night. With my nighttime, I take my magnesium, my L-theanine, and my ashwagandha before sleep. I go to nice. But then I wake up in the morning and I chug this. So I start my day off with what? A puppy. I start my day off with hydration right away. I am 10 times less likely to go to McDonald's because I started my day off with a habit that I'm not used to. I'm forcing myself into a new pattern. And it takes an average of 66 days for us to create a new habit. I'm not trying to get you guys to be super disciplined. I'm just trying to have you guys build better habits.
Do you have a form for that, Dan? Do you have
There
like
is a form.
tracker?
I
There is
pulled it up right
absolutely-
now.
So
Did you just Google it, Fabi?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And it's actually from the one thing.
it is from the one thing.
wow, that's a book I should read that I have sitting on my table. I've had forever.
It's okay. I just Googled it. I was like, oh, cool.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. Guys, if we want to win, a compelling scoreboard. It's quite Chris, come show us your scoreboard in your office, please.
Okay.
Your home's board. But I want you to have a scoreboard for your 66-day challenge. I want you to have a scoreboard for your life.
I haven't. I'm behind. Hold on. I gotta fill it in, but I'll show you.
Oh, this is accountability right here, right? Notice it. She's got her goals.
I like that.
Yeah, I gotta color in this one.
I need to get a visual board too.
Visual makes it visceral. Visceral makes it stick.
I've got this one. It's awful. I'm not gonna show you guys it's clear, so you can't really see it very well, but yeah, you can't see it like at all. It's for the month, and there's like little circles, and you fill them in.
Yeah.
It's
How many
just for a month.
you want to do something impactful for yourself? I want to have no less than 10 real estate conversations per day. Print out a 30-day tracker, put it next to where you work. And then every day that you have less than 10, you put the number in red ink. Every day that you do more than 10, you put it in green ink or black ink. And then look at the calendar and start seeing those numbers increase. some of you have heard the story before. I was a sales director and I took over a failing internet department at a Dodge dealership. And we started off with, that's where my no zero days came from. How many cars did we sell today? I come in the next day. I work 8 to 5. I come in at 8 o'clock the next morning. It's usually around 6 a.m. I say, how many cars did we sell yesterday? And my admin would tell me 0. Okay. So what I got is I got one of those big desktop calendars. You guys know the ones you get from title companies that are like 9 feet wide? And I put it right in front of the office door. So when you walked in and out, you saw it. It was right there. And I walked over to the board and I said, how many did we sell yesterday? My admin would tell me 0. Red marker, big old 0. Next day, how many did we sell? 0. Big old 0. Then the team started catching on. I came in the next day and the number was already on the board. 1. The next day, 4. The next day, 2. Then I came in, it wasn't filled out yet. So I asked the admin team that Friday, I was like, how many did we sell yesterday?
0.
0. So I pulled the whole team together and I said, I don't care to ever walk in to see this thing not filled out again. And the fact that you guys wouldn't put the 0 up there tells me you're embarrassed to do so. I'll make it real. Go grab the red marker, put it on the board.
Ah,
And
Dude,
when
I
Cody,
forgot.
I remember Cody, when Cody did it, Cody was shaking to put the 0 up there because he thought he was going to get fired for a 0. I never told them anything. I just literally put a scoreboard up and started tracking it. And it wasn't me that said, okay, guys, let's get behind this and let's not, no more 0 days. It was them. They're the ones that said no more 0 days. They started coming in on their days off. They started working late. They started doing more. And we went the rest of the month without a 0 day. And then
And
we
you
started
reminded
with,
me, Dan, I forgot about that. We did that in sales too, in my fitness sales office, every one of them. And that was like right in your face accountability. Like, yeah, you had to come in and put your number up there.
if you want to win, score yourself.
mhm.
There is no game out there, 0 game out there. There's no score to. Win, lose. Well, Dan, it's not always about winning. Shut the fuck up. It is about winning. Get out of here with your pansy BS. And if that offends you, you probably shouldn't be on this call. Because I'm not here to just show up. I'm here to win. And to win, you got to get on the field. And sometimes that first step is all you need. So take the 66-day challenge. What is 66 days from now? I haven't even done the math to know exactly what day that is, but let's what is 66 days? What is 66 days from now? Okay. June 19th, so middle of June, summer bod time. 66 days from now, June 20th is when this. Okay, right now, the next 2 minutes, set an intention. What are we going to do today, starting today, that when we reach June 20th, we will be exponentially better off? And then track it. Print out your thing. Fabi?
I'm printing it out and I'm going to the gym this evening.
Okay. So for 66 days, you're going to go to the gym every day?
Oh shit. I guess so.
No, and here's why I ask. We can go long on this one. Do not set the goal so big that you're easily going to fail it. It has to be a simple 5-minute task.
Mhm. Thinking
it
about my
realistic?
next 66 days of what's realistic to my calendar.
What's realistic to go? Is it realistic to go to the gym 66 times? No, it's not. But is it realistic for you to drink more water, right? I'm going to drink 8 ounces more water every day. Or I'm going to
It
drink.
could be even like a physical activity, like going on a walk if you're not going to the gym.
There you go. Okay,
I do
66
those.
days. I'm going to do some sort of additional, right? Set a baseline. Who's got the Apple Watch or something like that where you know how many steps are, right? Go right now into your health app. So mine is your health app. And it tells you your average steps. Mine is pitifully low. So every day, here's your challenge, 66-day challenge. I'm going to do more than my current average right now. My average is 3,791 steps. That means every day I'm going to do more than 3,791 steps. Is that pretty easy?
Yeah.
You get up in the morning and you're like, okay, I'm gonna start my day off today. Today's 0. And I'm gonna go, all right, when I go to bed, because I'm gonna put my numbers in before I go to bed. If I did 3,785 steps, what do you think I'm gonna do?
You're gonna go around the block.
I might walk around the house just to get those extra 6 steps in. Or said I'm gonna do a minimum of 5,000 steps in a day. Or if you're Christina, 53,000 steps in a day.
Mhm.
She's the mix between a roadrunner and a hummingbird. Just
Yeah.
so.
Call it ADHD, Dan. Okay, I'm about to take my meds. Give me a second.
It's okay. I love it. But here, if you're in with me, you're in with me. We're all going to start a 66-day challenge today. All of us.
I love this so much. You have no idea. Like I'm sick of my own bullshit point over the weekend. You know some of
Me
this.
too.
I reached out to a trainer yesterday because I've always been like into fitness and all of that. And I've always wondered about a fitness competition, like a figure or bikini thing. And I was like, dude, why are you not like,
So I don't know if you ever met our old Dofi. I should say our previous Dofi, Sydney Spore.
no?
Sydney here. She's on Instagram. Love her to friggin' death. She's amazing.
Does she train or something?
She is doing her bodybuilding now.
Dude, connect me with, wait, she's here in
Oh.
Tucson?
No, she's up in Phoenix, but I mean, reach out to her.
Yeah, because I just reached out to some random chick online.
Make friends with her because she's got a coach and she's been doing it. How do I share this profile?
Yeah, send me that if you don't mind.
I just sent it to you. But I love her to death. She's a phenomenal, she's an archer, a hunter, she's an outdoorsman, but she used to be our director of first impressions at the old office, and she moved to Phoenix a couple of years ago. But she has been like just watching her dedication to this.
Mhm.
Meal prepping, activities, workouts, trial posing, stuff like that. And it's been an incredible transformation. And just knowing of her personally, I think it's fantastic. She's always been fit, but damn, like she's got muscles, like she was pointing out like her hip muscle when she did the flex thing, and I didn't know that was possible. But the same thing is she's pushing herself. So right there, now you have a friend, mentor, and just reach out and say, hey, Big Dan connected us.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like I want to push different boundaries, right? I want to like force myself to break out of certain things. And that's why I appreciate calls like this, because I feel like even when we get on top of a habit or we do something, it's like if we don't check ourselves or come back around and check in on it or have people holding us accountable, that shit slips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very easily. There was something I did about 2017, 7-8 years ago. I was trying to do a 90-day habit of not eating after a certain time because I struggle a lot with grazing. I'm not even hungry, but I just walk by food and I eat it. Like I'm bored eating. So I did it. And what I did is on my phone, I got a counter app. It was just a little app that you could count. Like you press a button and it just did it.
Mhm.
And I titled it Days I've Made the Right Choice. And I would just click it every morning that I made the right choice. And I count. I remember being up to 78, and I was so proud of myself. When you met, and this was the other topic I wanted to talk about today, but I really wanted to jump in on the first step, right? The first step is where you're at. But when you start measuring things, you can grow them. Right? What was it? Where's my note? What you track, you transform. 66-day challenge. Let's track it. Okay? Let's do something. 66 days from today, starting now, not starting tomorrow, starting now. Sound good? I'm excited for this. And Christina,
tomorrow and bring what we're tracking.
Yeah, tomorrow let's talk about what our goals are going to, what our 66-day habit is. You in?
Yep.
All right.
I'm in.
This doesn't have to be professional, doesn't have to be personal, doesn't have to be weight loss. It could be as simple as I just want to drink more water. Or I only want to have 1 soda a day versus the 16 that I normally drink. And I'm okay with that. Whatever your goal is, whatever your aspiration is, set the intention. Today's day 1. We're done with 1 day. Now it's day 1. Are you in?
100%.
All right. Now spell run backwards.